Hey Fives folks, today's session we're going to do a quick coaching on stretching and the importance of stretching, and Pam does such an awesome job at it. I've asked her to do 2 quick segments. First we'll do upper body, and then another segment we'll hit lower body. So, you know, what happens at the end of our class? We have a rock and ride, and you have folks cooling down, and then you invite them to stay and stretch with you. It's so important, but often they just start to pack up, leave, and do whatever. And even if you say, please, if you don't stay and stretch with me, promise me or lie to me and tell me you're going to stretch when you get out of the room.
Yeah. So I always stop the ride. After they warm down, you do your 2 to 5 minutes of warm down song, press emergency stop. If I'm doing upper body on the bike, I would have them drop their right heel to the 6 o'clock position, hold on to their saddle with their left hand, reach the right arm up in the air. So this is a nice long side body stretch. Yeah. You can join me, Karen.
I don't want to take away from the awesome visual of you, but okay, look at her, don't look at me.
And usually I'll encourage, if you push forward a little bit on the other pedal, you can find the place in the pedal stroke where you can kind of get a little bit of a lengthening through the Achilles on that right side. Do hold on to the saddle because you're going for a big arc. So after they've been forward flexed on the bike for 50 or 60 minutes, this side stretch feels amazing. All these muscles are used to stabilize, in this sagittal plane. So now you're stretching in the frontal plane. And as you take your arm up and over, sometimes encourage hand behind the head. Press the head back into their hand to get their head screwed on, right? Because a lot of times, then they've been forward flexed and they're chicken necking. You've heard of tech neck. You're trying to get their head retracted and the elbow open. And this is such a nice opening here in obliques. It feels closed off, right?
Yeah.
Right? And the sinking of your heel. It's a beautiful, long, fascial line stretch. And then I would stay in that position, come back up tall, and twist. Spiral, spiral, spiral every day. People's T-spines tend to get locked up, that thoracic area. So use their hand on the opposite knee, other hand behind on the seat or the slider, and spin belly, ribs, chest, around to the side. Keep dropping the right heel down. And sometimes I even turn, I call this the Olin Mills Portrait Studio. They turn their head and look over their front shoulder.
Love it.
Because it kind of looks like Olin Mills, if you remember them.
Oh, yes.
But it's a counter spiral. So you're spinning, you're spiraling your spine in multiple directions. Super, super healthy. And then unwind and come back to center. Now, my latest, not
a position when you're riding.
Yeah, so while you're twisted, it's like a cat-cow on the bike. Take that opposite hand to the handlebar and push. And when you press back, if your chin comes toward the chest, and you're sort of rounding, you're in spinal flexion. And that goes usually into QL, quadratus lumborum, the back of the waistline. Can you feel that?
I love it.
It's kind of sweet.
Nice.
And then grab the handlebar. This part's a little weird, all right? And people will sometimes maybe follow, maybe not. Lengthening your spine, so now you're out long. And if you know cat-cow in yoga, we're working really now to extend. In other words, to arch the spine. Hand behind your head and open. Woo! That left elbow up. Hello, spinal rotators. Now you're pulling on the handlebar to help bring your chest forward, and you're kind of hugging the midline of the bike so that you feel, anchored. And then, of course, I would do that on the other side. But it's a nice way to use the bike just for upper body.
Very nice.
Good?
Yes, thank you.
Sure thing. Stay awesome.
Stay awesome.